Hello and welcome to Vlogmas 13. I think we're on day 13. It's a Saturday. I have lots of things to do to catch up on from the week. A lot of crocheting that I want to do, maybe even some knitting. We'll see. We'll see what the day brings us. I think we're going to go out shopping for the week. It's gotten really cold here, and so I think we're going to go and get some groceries and maybe yarn. I might look at some yarn, and if I do, I will show you what I happen to buy, what struck my eye in the moment. I also need to finish up a few Christmas presents. I have this scarf right here, where I need to finish up the fringe. It's all done, it's all crocheted, but the fringe is just kind of a mess. I'm going to add a little bit more fringe on the ends and then cut them even and call it done. So I should be able to finish that today. It's been a really busy and hectic week. My daughter's Etsy shop has been really active, and so I've been helping her with that. I had my own work to do, trying to get ready for the holidays. I have found that I cannot or have not had very much time at all for myself. So that being said, I did make a stocking for today's Advent stocking. If you're new and you have no idea what I'm talking about, what I'm doing for Vlogmas and Advent for this year is creating little sort of medium size stockings. They're about 4 or 5 inches tall, just a couple inches wide, and I make one each day, different colorways. You can see some of them right back here. Those are the 12 that I have so far. We're gonna have 12 more after this is over. I pick some scrappy yarn, just a little bit that I find in my stash, wrap it up in some tissue paper or even wrapping paper, stick it in the stocking for the day, and then put it over here with the rest of them. I'm going to box these up all nicely at the end of Vlogmas, and I'll have them to open next year. So each day next year for Vlogmas, I'm going to have a stocking, open it, and have yarn. I'm hoping that I figure out some kind of crafty project or something that I want to make with all of these different yarns that I'm putting together. And I wanted to mention that just because like yesterday's stocking was day 12, that's that yellow and green kind of neon stocking, that doesn't mean that I'm going to open that stocking on day 12 next year. I'm just going to randomly pick a stocking next year to open. So there's no real rhyme or reason. I'm not planning out the colorways of what yarn will come next for my project next year. I don't even have a project picked out for next year. So that's sort of what we're doing this year. Now let's take a look at the yarn that I'm going to be using today. This was a complete just draw from the stash. I went into my yarn closet since I have nowhere better to keep my yarn safely, and I just picked yarn. I just literally just said, okay, here you go. I don't even care if they match. I don't care. I just need yarn. I just want to make my stocking. So the first color is this little bit of orange. Now this one would have gone good with my neon stocking back there. This is the neon orange that I was thinking of. And this guy was hidden underneath other yarns. Don't ask. It's a mess, I know. So here we've got orange and then a big twist value, and this is just a blue. I think it's teal, dark teal. So nothing special, blue and orange, which kind of looks like Chicago Bears football colors. A couple Vlogmases ago, I made a Cincinnati Bengals inspired stocking in honor of my husband's birthday and him being a fan of the Cincinnati Bengals. This one to me kind of looks like, if you're a sports fan, Chicago Bears colors. So maybe that's what this one is. Either way, those are the colors I picked. I've already worked up the stocking because I needed to work on something. And here it is. I think for just randomly picking the colors, this one came out really good. I like the orange, I like the blue, I like the two together. And just such a cute stocking, such a cute pattern. If you want to make some for yourself or for family or just to make something quick, the pattern tutorial is linked down below or maybe up in one of these corners at some point during this video. So just click on that and it'll take you right to this tutorial. Love the V-stitch. You can really fit more than what you think you can in this stocking. I think for the color to wrap up in this one, I'm just going to use this because there's not that much left of it. And yes, I know all of these are a complete mess. Sometimes I wind them up nicely for my future self. Sometimes I don't. I probably won't with this one. And we're back from Meijer where we did grocery shopping and I found some yarn. So let's take a look really quickly at the yarn that I got. Meijer has a very small yarn selection, but it's relatively priced. There was nothing on sale today. However, the yarns that I got were not very expensive. The first thing is the Lion brand Hometown. And this is a nice green, it's a bulky weight green yarn. It's not coming up the exact color that it actually is. It's a little bit more of a brighter green in real life than on camera. This color is called Everglades, and I got 2 of these for $3.99. Not a bad price. There's only 64 yards in them, but it should be enough to do a scarf or a hat or something. So I got 2 of these. I did see a bunch of new yarns that I wanted to try, but I didn't because they were a little bit more pricey. It was like $9.99, which isn't terrible because there was a ton of yarn in each of those. I just, as we were grocery shopping, I didn't want to sit there and try to decide what else I wanted from those new yarns. So I went with a classic that I love, Ferris wheels. This is also a Lion brand. Look at those colors. So pretty. This is called Imaginary Garden. Love it. I'm going to try the knit scarf with this yarn because I did not like how the other yarn was working up with it. So we're going to try it with this. If that doesn't work, I will find something to make with this yarn. Beautiful. This was also $3.99. So $3.99. I got 2 of these, 2 of the others. So 4 balls for $3.99, not horrible. I just needed to buy some yarn after going through my stash, which is behind me, and a complete disaster. That is a project for the new year. Cleaning my yarn, organizing, maybe creating a different kind of space for it all. Anyway, that wraps up day 13 of Vlogmas. Thanks so much for watching, as always, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.